Lee Loman Arena is the site of this year's Marycrest and St. Ambrose matchup. Hello everyone, TV 11's coverage of Fighting Bee basketball. Clay Sanders, Steve Tapp. I'm just overwhelmed, I guess. This crowd is so into it right at the outset. The game is 3 minutes from starting, Steve.
And look at the crowd that is coming in. This place is gonna be jam-packed, rocking. Oh man, I'll tell you, look at the crowd, Clay.
The Bums have their war paint on. In Ray Shevlin's years as coach here at St. Ambrose, Marycrest has won 10 of those. The Bees are 5 and 10.
That's right. The last 4 straight have gone Ambrose's way. We talked about it at the start of the telecast. The Bees won a big thriller. We call it the Great Escape. 63-61 back on January 30th. Bees were down by 6 with 1:16 remaining. And how did they get out of the airplane hangar with a win? Bobby Sturms and Jim Hornacek just came through at the right time. The Bees got a win. They've now won 4 straight. Since that time, on the flip side of the coin, Takeo Marycrest, the Marauding Eagles, had won 7 straight going into that game. Since that time, they've only been 500 once at the 500 mark record-wise. They're 14 and 14 coming in here tonight. They've been up and down since that time. They had won 7 straight. They've won, they had won 9 out of 10 in that span, and then the Bees bopped them 63-61, and our young team just has not really gotten it back on track, Clay.
The Bees tonight are going to want to stop the outside game of Marycrest, and they're going to want to deal with that tough Marycrest defense that the Bees have known so well in that tough game over at Marycrest.
A lot of bumping, a lot of grinding. It will be a war in the paint. You hate to say the war with, of course, the Middle East crisis going on, but I'm rolling up my sleeves. This is going to be a superb ball game. A lot of in your shorts defense, a lot of pushing, a lot of shoving, as if this rivalry needs anything else.
If anybody needs motivation, just come down to Lee Loman Arena. You're going to see a nice crowd, easily the biggest of the year. We're just about ready to start, not too far away from game time. One thing, the Bees tonight, as we mentioned, the defense is going to be big, but the officiating is going to play an incredible role in this ball game.
That's true. A lot of conference coaches, of course, not very happy with the style of defense that Marycrest plays. They play a lot of bump and shove defense, and they'll face up with you. And a lot of coaches, say, hey, they get away with a lot of pushing, they get away with a lot of grabbing, a lot of shoving. But if the officials aren't going to call anything, it's not a foul play.
We'd like to welcome all the Marycrest viewers for tonight's telecast, as well as the Ambrose fans. But right now we're about ready to start for the starting lineup, so let's send it down to PA announcer John McGonigal for tonight's starting lineups.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and basketball fans from everywhere to Lee Loman Arena, the home of your St. Ambrose University Fighting Bees, for tonight's Midwest Classic Conference contest between the visiting Takeo Marycrest Eagles and your St. Ambrose University Fighting Bees. Before giving the starting lineups, let's give a warm St. Ambrose University welcome to the coaches, players, and the fans from Takeo Marycrest University. Now for the starting lineups in this Midwest Classic Conference game, your Fighting Bees with an 18-10 season record and leading the conference with 8-1 against the Marycrest Eagles, 14-14 on the year. Starting at a guard, a 6'3" freshman, number 20, Sam McDonald. And for your Fighting Bees from Palatine High School in Palatine, Illinois, 6' junior, number 22, Ed Molitor. Also at a guard for the Takeo Marycrest Eagles, a 6'1" sophomore, wearing number 12, Dave Nucky. For your Fighting Bees from Bettendorf High School, making his final regular season appearance, 6'1" senior, number 24, Bobby Sturms. At center for the Marauding Eagles, 6'4" sophomore, wearing number 33, Jeff Flagel. For your Fighting Bees from Mendota High School in Mendota, Illinois, also in his last regular season appearance at Lee Loma's 6'5" senior, number 52, Mark Cooper. In the front court for Takeo Marycrest, a 6'4" sophomore. Correction, it's a 6'2" sophomore wearing number 11, Art Graham. For your Fighting Bees from Marist High School in Chicago, Illinois, 6'5" freshman number 54, Bob Kennedy. Rounding out the lineup for your Takeo Marycrest Marauding Eagles, 6'4" sophomore number 32, Dexter Hull. For your Fighting Bees in his final regular season appearance, from Lyons Township LaGrange High School, 6'5" senior, number 34, Jim Hornacek. The Marycrest Eagles are coached by Ray Swatella, assisted by Udell Watts and Darren Bizzari. For your Fighting Bees, head coach, Sugar Ray Shovlin, assisted by Greg Beef, Randy Peters, Paul Colton, and Devon Binion. Your officials for tonight's contest, Bill McAfoos and Denny Jallo. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I would ask you to please rise and join Sophie Falcon, St. Ambrose University sophomore, in the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red clear, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Lee Loman Arena set for action. Let's reset the starting lineups for you for the Bees. Ed Molitor at a guard, Bob Sturms also at a guard, Mark Cooper at the center, Bob Kennedy and Jim Hornacek. For Marycrest, Sam McDonald, Dave Nucky, Jeff Lego, Art Graham, and Dexter Hall to round out that. 4 sophomores in the starting lineup for the Eagles, 1 freshman. 3 seniors in the Fighting Bees starting lineup, Bob Sturms, Mark Cooper, and Jim Hornacek playing their last regular season game here at Lee Loman Arena, and we're getting set for action.
As you mentioned, a very young lineup on the floor for Takeo Marycrest. Their top gun is Dexter Hall. You watch him, number 32, superb athlete, but even more superior of an athlete is number 11, Art Graham. Oh man, can he jam. 12.5 per game so far this season for Art Graham.
And Art Graham wins the opening jump ball here, and Sam McDonald sets it up for Marycrest, man-to-man put on by the Bees. That's David Nucky over. This is number 33, Jeff Flagel out of Davenport North. Does a little move inside, off the glass, no good. Bob Kennedy had the rebound, and he got tripped up a little bit. Ray Shovlin wants a foul, and he won't get it.
Did you hear that in the opening lineup? Sugar Ray Shovlin?
Yeah, Don McGonigal into the ball game, the PA announcer.
Yeah, don't see that often. Take a look at the replay. Eddie Molitor not happy with that call at all. Bees with the turnover.
McDonald, this is David Nucky with it. Tries to get it inside. Jim Hornacek with good denial defense, but the ball goes out of bounds just underway. TV 11 welcoming all of you viewers from St. Ambrose and Marycrest. I'd like to say that, but I think everybody from Marycrest is here, Steve.
It's about 3/4 full right now, and I expect it to even get a little more packed.
Flagel with it. Looking for something inside, but they're taking that perimeter game away. The Bees are going to try to do that. Flagel puts up his second shot. This one's no good. Ed Molitor going up for it, and he'll come down with the rebound and a foul on Sam McDonald.
That'll be the first one on Sam McDonald. You saw there, Takeo Marycrest very patient in the half-court offense, That's part of their game plan, to control the tempo and take this game from the Bees.
Exactly right. Bob Kennedy to Ed Molitor, and the Bees with their first offensive possession. Look for Mark Cooper inside tonight. He's going to get the ball a lot. At least they're going to try to get it to him. Marycrest noted for their defense. Ed Molitor looking for a shot. He's going to drive all alone. A slap on the backboard by Dexter Hall doesn't deter that shot, and we have an early 2-0 lead for the Bees.
A shot by Eddie Molitor, making a very good decision as a point guard, penetrating, which is a key against Marycrest.
And Marycrest is ice cold so far, missing 4 shots. Ed Molitor with it. He's going to try it again, but he gets it to Sturms from way deep. No good. Rebound, McDonald.
That would have been a monster 3 from Bobby. We've seen him pull that shot a couple times the last couple weeks.
Including that game against Aurora, where he was on fire. And Dexter Hall with a nice move, ties it up at 2 early on. 18 minutes to go in the first half. Stay with us. Hornacek, whoa, off balance.
What more can you say about Jimmy Hornacek? Ambidextrous, he should be an astronaut, I'll tell you, my God.
Of course, Jim Hornacek, all-time leading scorer in St. Ambrose history, doing that against Aurora. This is McDonald. Over to Dave Nucky, he takes 3, hits it, and gives Marycrest the early lead, 5-4.
Dave Nucky, a good spot shooter out of Rock Island Alleman, gives them the lead, Clay.
Bob Kennedy to Sturms. Nice look inside to Coop. And Coop with 2. Mark Cooper.
Coop's been on fire as of late, Clay. The last 6 games, Coop's been averaging about 16 points a game.
Dave Nucky with the Bob Sturms with defense outside. A lot of movement in the paint. This is Flagel out of the top of the key. Bob Kennedy giving him that shot, but Nucky will take the left-handed jumper. No good. Loose ball. Kennedy with the rebound.
Boy, Bob Kennedy more and more beginning to look like Jim Hornacek, you know that?
Oh, yeah. Bob Sturms inside to Hornacek as we speak, and a little left-handed J.
4 points for the all-time leading scorer. How many more points is he going to score, Clay? My gosh.
You want a prediction? I don't know. Marycrest certainly not going to lay down and die in this one. Coop giving Hall that jumper. Flagel missing everything so far. Sturms with the rebound and a fast break. So far, Sturms, the assist man, tried to get it into Hornacek. And Ed Molitor calls out the signal.
Definitely not the tempo that Marycrest wanted. The Bees pretty much giving him 1 shot, and that's it.
Bob Sturms about 4 times this game. Eddie Molitor with 3. As I was saying, Bob Sturms about 3 times this game has gone up in the air and was denied the shot and passes it off.
Great vision by Bob Sturms to find Ed Molitor on the left wing for the 3. Molly now with 5 points early on.
A nice early lead, 11-5. Marycrest tonight, a key factor is the bee bumps. They want to get that crowd out of the game.
Although we talked to Marycrest assistant coach Darren Bazzari before the ball game, he said, I don't think this crowd is going to get taken out of this ball game real easy.
Nucky with it. He finds Sam McDonald. A lot of movement in the paint for Marycrest. They've been unsuccessful inside so far.
Very patient offensively. 10 on the shot clock.
The shot goes up and it's good, and it's going to count a foul on Ed Molitor, and he better watch his step. The referee's arguing it. Watch out, Ed. And exchanging some words. Take a look at it again. Ed Molitor looked like the railroad crossing going down.
That's a good line.
Thank you.
Where'd you steal that one from?
I've been waiting to use it. I got a list of them here, Steve.
Listen to the castanettas.
I like it.
We got a mariachi band in here.
Sam McDonald completes the 3-point play, and that is the extent of the lead for the Bees. 11-8, 3-point lead, 15:43 left to go here in this first half of play. Easily the largest crowd on hand in Lee Loman this season. Ed Molitor takes the jumper, and with a hand in his face, it rolls around, no good. Coop giving chase, he comes down with it.
Look at the bumping and grinding defense by Marycrest right now.
Exactly, the officiating playing a role early. Called a couple touch fouls. Both teams don't want that. It's stolen away. Jeff Flagel all alone, but Sturms, the man to beat, goes up, follows him. Oh, what a job by Jeff Flagel to get that one to go in, Steve.
Wow, going up over Bob Sturms. Bobby, not the biggest guy, but a superb leaper. Oh, man. That was one effort by Jeff Flagel. Let's take a look at it. Changes hands in the air. Watch him get Sturms to commit. It just took it over him.
Sturms going for the block all the way, or at least going to try to foul him enough to make him miss. Jeff Flagel a chance to tie it up now. 2 3-point plays in a row for Marycrest, and both successful. Both teams early on, man-to-man, and I think they're going to stay that way most of the time. Mark Cooper with the ball again, and another foul. This one called on Jeff Flagel inside.
That would be his first. As we talked about, Clay, their defense, Takeo Marycrest, the Eagles, very aggressive defensively. If you watch, they extend that man-to-man very far out to the perimeter. And as we mentioned, in your shorts is not a cliche with Marycrest.
Bob Sturms with it. Off the inbound. 15 minutes remaining here in this first half. A long way to go, and we're tied at 11. Ed Molitor. Bob Sturms trying to cut back door, can't do it. This is Bob Kennedy. Tough defense by Art Graham on Bob Kennedy. He's been pretty silent so far.
26 on the shot clock. Bees having to play the patient game themselves.
Hornacek missing the left-handed jumper. Looked more like a little hook. McDonald, this is Flagel, who I've been calling out quite a bit tonight. Definitely a key ingredient in this Marycrest offense. Ed Molitor and Dexter Hall going for it on the top of the key.
That will be B basketball. Yeah, they call the jump ball, Clay. That will be B basketball on the alternate possession rule.
Here it is again. You can see mad scramble. Playing a little game of Twister.
Probably we'll see that happen quite a bit tonight. Both teams play good defense.
Ed Molitor now will set things up again. Alley-oop to Sturms, but nice defense. David Nucky with looked like pretty good defense, but he's going to get called with the foul.
Nucky jumping right with Sturms, but I don't know if the Marycrest bench is going to like that one. I don't know. It looked like pretty good defense for me, really.
Yeah. Not going to speculate now. Of course, officiating going to play a big role in this ball game, as we've mentioned before. And they're calling them pretty close so far. I don't know whose advantage that is or disadvantage that is.
In the last 30 seconds, they sure have. I'll tell you that, well, you know, that's a call that can go either way. Hornacek flashing across the lane, bodies bumping, elbows flying, flip a coin.
Ed Molitor for three, cans it.
Molly coming out big so far, 8 points, and the Bees got a 3-point lead.
Ed Molitor gleaming with confidence out there. Sam McDonald with it, 14-11. We're under 14 minutes to go in the first half. That's Art Graham, gets blocked by Jim Hornacek. And a fast break, or a medium break here for the Bees. Inside Hornacek, turnaround jumper off the glass, no good. Tough rebound by Sam McDonald. Fast break off. Dexter Hall with it, and a foul is called on Ed Molitor, his second, and he is not happy.
That's going to be a tough one for the Bees to swallow right now. Molitor has been a consistent outside threat here early on. Has 8 points, but watch him pick up his second foul here. Oh, I don't know.
Again, fast and furious. And Ed Molitor will sit down to Darrell Allen reporting in.
Of course, I don't know whether that angle does justice to the call that was made.
Very true.
Listen to this place rock, the Bee Bums.
Dexter Hall heading the first one.
Taking it all in, a youngster, I'll tell you. Hopefully this won't damage him too far into life.
A game for young and old, indeed. Dexter Hall at the line again, shooting the second one, and he cans them both very calmly.
4 points for Hall. Bees still have a 1-point lead.
Darrell Allen over to Bob Kennedy, who has just been hounded by Graham, Art Graham, a 6'2 sophomore. Hey, Sturms will take that three, he says. This one no good.
Boy, and did you see all the blue shirts around that one? Marycrest had 4 people around that rebound, and nary a bee in sight.
Jeff Flagel again. Kennedy almost daring Jeff Flagel to take that jumper from out there. And this time he will. No good. 2 men going for it for the Bees. Sturms and Hornacek for a change going for a rebound.
Flagel really pushing his jumper. Looks a little awkward with the left hand.
Mark Cooper with some moves, and he gets locked up by Art Graham. And Cooper will go to the line.
That would be number 1 on Graham unofficially. We'll have to wait for what the officials decide to sort out here. A couple players checking in for taking a Mary Crest by.
Shannon McDonald and Chip Kettlar both reporting in. Kettlar, a tall individual.
Number 44 from Moline, Illinois. Wonder if we've got some viewers on the other side of the river. The right coast of the Mississippi.
And Darrell Allen with it. And he'll set it up. All the offense taking place right now up by the free throw line and the top of the key. Darrell Allen had a jumper for just a moment. Bob Kennedy, nice feed into Coop. The shot is up, and a foul called on Mark Cooper.
Stoneface not happy with that one.
Take a look at it. Called with a bump.
Called him for that little turnaround with the shoulder, and that's what that in your shorts defense does to you. They're all over you. You make a move, you get called for the charge.
So far, the officials calling it pretty close. Sam McDonald driving in the lane. He's taking some time and a walk.
Get him a little dancing music going. Sam McDonald, though, a big threat for the Eagles, averaging about 12.5 a game this season. He will be a key threat for them. Just a freshman.
Tim Hornacek inside to Coop again, who got it again, and another charge called on Mark Cooper. And there's a bit of a fisticuffs going on and an argument underneath the B basket, and I don't think Mary Crest wants to do this with this crowd.
I'll tell you what, things have a tendency to get a bit hostile when these two teams get together, and we may have just seen the first or the beginnings of hostilities.
A little bit of arm entanglement made it look like a punch was thrown, but it obviously wasn't, or someone would have been out of this game really quick. Dexter Hall and Mark Cooper.
You know, that's one thing I think that's got to really weigh on the officials. They got to know that this is a big rivalry, that this is for the bragging rights of Davenport and for the Midwest Classic Conference.
Sam McDonald turnaround jumper, no good. The rebound inside by Shannon McDonald. He gets it. And Mary Crest has a 1-point lead. Mike Burge reports in for the Bees, and he has the ball right now. Nice feed inside, a bullet pass, but Hornacek can't keep it. And a travel is called. And Shannon McDonald was hit by Jim Hornacek, and Mary Crest wants a foul on Jim Hornacek, but I don't know.
Eagle coach Ray Swatella, oh man, did he jump off the bench. Was not pleased with that call at all.
Feed inside to Hornacek.
Whoops.
Bob Kennedy with his first jumper of the night, no good. Nice box out by Shannon McDonald, nearly throws it away. As Sam McDonald stolen away with Hornacek, Sturms leading ahead. I thought the pass was going to go. Hornacek with the move. Whoa!
Jimmy just forced it right down their throats on that one. Said, I'm going to take it. I'm the man.
Hornacek did it, and the referee is going to go tell the Ambrose crowd to sit back a little bit, saying they're on the court. And that is the Bebop.
Wow, I'll tell you what. This is my heart is thumping, Clay. Lord Almighty.
Not gonna say a thing. Okay.
Keith Jackson. Oh golly.
Dexter Hall with it over to Sam McDonald. Darrell Allen daring the three. Sam McDonald will take it. Sturms with the rebound. One man giving chase is the Sturms on the fast break. Finds Burge. He'll take it in. Off the glass. No good. Hornacek with a tough rebound. Up and good. And Jim Hornacek playing one outstanding ball game. We're under 11 minutes in the first half.
Wow, the record back. I'll tell you, getting up, just yanking it down and taking it right back up.
Sam McDonald over to Shannon McDonald out of Preston. There's a mad scramble. Bob Sturms all alone on the fast break. Watch out! Dive!
What a sight! This crowd is going bananas! And Ray, I don't know, I was thinking Ray Swatella wants a timeout, he does.
There's a timeout on the floor. This place is going berserk. Steve Tappa will be back.
Whew. break out the back teen. Ow. Yep.
And Lee Loman Arena a moment ago going crazy over Bob Sturm with a breakaway jam. Here it is.
Oh man, here we go with some major league hang time, prime time jam, boom. Oh man, Bees with a little bit of a run going here. They trail at one time 15-14, back in front now 20-15.
With 10.5 to go in the first half, Clay Sanders, Steve Tappa along with you on TV 11. Stay with us. This thing has been exciting so far, and this crowd is totally into it on both sides. Sam McDonald over to Shannon McDonald looking for something inside, reporting in Grant Lowe, a freshman at Marycrest, has reported into the ball game. And a whistle is blown and a 3-second call underneath.
That'll be third turnover on Marycrest, Takeo Marycrest, unofficially right now, Clay.
Darrell Allen will set things up for the Bees. Most of the offense taking place out in the perimeter for both teams.
As is the majority of the defense.
Darrell Allen with a 5-second closely guarded call.
I've got the Bees for 3 turnovers now as well, too, Clay. Pretty even so far.
And you can see by the team fouls, both teams with 5. The only thing different is the score, 20-15. We're under 10 minutes to go in the first half. Dexter Hall, Mike Burge with defense. It doesn't matter. Hull sinks it.
Major league move by Dexter Hall, averaging about 16 a game. He's got 6 so far.
Bob Kennedy has been out at the top of the key a lot tonight.
And a 5-second call is getting very close here.
Bob Sturms with the jumper, gets away, and he is hot.
Big time move by Bobby. He's got 4, and they've all come here in the last minute and a half.
Bob Sturms starting to take control for the Bees. Marycrest going to have to stop him. One of the concerns, obviously, for the Eagles tonight, Bob Sturms and keeping him under wraps. Sam McDonald with it. Marycrest was starting to lose some patience on their shots. Now they're starting to slow it down again. 20 seconds on the shot clock and counting.
They know they can't get into a running game because that's Bobby Sturms' game.
As you saw the exclamation point on the jam. Shot clock down to 8 seconds. Shannon McDonald, someone's gonna have to take a shot. We're down to 5, and Dexter Hall from 3. No good. Jim Hornacek with the rebound.
I don't know if that's the shot Marycrest exactly would like to get.
Not after that much time on the clock, obviously. And a foul away from the ball, it looks like, called on Brant Lowe, I believe.
Sure, insult me. Say that I'm the master of the obvious. Thank you. You state the obvious, Steve. Thank you. Bees on a bit of a run here, Clay. They trailed at one time 14-15 with about 13 minutes to go. Now on an 8-2 run, maybe forging ahead here.
Jeff Flagel reports back in. Bob Sturms with a nice feed from Burge on the out-of-bounds play. And the biggest lead of the game, 7 points for the Bees right now with 8:22 left in the first half. And another whistle blown. Bob Kennedy will pick up a foul.
Bodies flying again. Bodies, elbows. Oh boy, I'll tell you what. Get the ambulances ready. God almighty.
Bob Kennedy with his first personal foul. Art Graham gives it to David Nucky back in the ball game as well. I missed him.
You get so attached to
yeah, the opponent, yes. Not an uncommon opponent, however, and Shannon McDonald makes some noise here, the 6-foot junior out of Preston.
He's got 4 points right now. Marycrest led by Hull with 6. Hornacek and Molitor both with 8, and Sturms, of course, has 6 in the last 4 minutes of play here.
The officials are calling a lot of fouls tonight, or a lot of close fouls.
Ticky-tacky. Sometimes you say that. But I think they realize, A, the importance of this game, B, the heated rivalry. We mentioned that before, the fact that there's a lot of pressure on these officials to really kind of clamp down and make sure that they keep control of this game.
And they don't want to change their philosophy at halftime. Both teams will adjust to their referees, and then oftentimes you see the officials change things up. Bob Sturm's at the line now, trying to make it 26-19, and he does, under 8 minutes in the first half. David Nucky will take it down. Shannon McDonald. Sturm's giving him plenty of cushion there. Dexter Hall looking inside.
I think he's going to get called for a walk. No.
No. A lot of touch fouls are being called right now, Steve, on both ends.
That's true.
And Mike Burge gets called with one there, and I don't know. Here it is. Not a big foul. Both these teams very physical, and the ref's not playing into either hand right now. Jay Fehrbach reports in out of Durant. Reporting out of Shannon McDonald.
That kind of call can go either way. You saw the hand of Dexter Hall kind of fending off Burge. Burge getting called for a bump.
Dexter Hall calmly sank two earlier, and he hits this one.
He's a nice player. Missed the battle here last year due to a reaction to penicillin.
Ouch. For lack of a better word. Dexter Hall misses this one, however, and it's a 6-point lead for the Bees, 26-20. Bob Sturms to bring it up. Whoa, watch out. Darrell Allen will lose it out of bounds, and a chance now for Mary Crest to pull within 4 with 7.5 in the first half.
4 turnovers now by the Bees, just a 6-point lead. It looked for a moment there that they might be able to pull away, but Ray Switella with the timeout to calm down his young team, get them back into their offense and get patient again.
Hall with the moves over Burge, no good. The rebound, Jim Hornacek. A wasted opportunity there for Mary Crest to close that lead. Sturms for 3, hits it. I'll tell you, before the game, Bob Sturms was taking 3-pointers from there for like 10 minutes. And I said, hey, you're going to take some from there, aren't you, Bob? He said, I might.
Nah.
And he hits this one.
Sturms already in double figures with 11 points, Clay.
And the biggest lead of the game is 9, and it could be more because the Bees now have the ball, a chance to hit 31. Or 32 if Sturms hits this one. This one rolls around and good. 32-20, 6:40 left in the first half. The Bees ahead of Mary Crest. Wow.
Sturmo absolutely on fire. He's got 14 points. Didn't have his first points until that dunk. So he's got 14 points in the last 6 minutes, Clay.
Single-handedly taking over this ball game. Mary Crest wants to talk about it. The Bums are happy. 6:40 left. We'll be back. Ambrose on top with their biggest lead, 32-20 over crosstown rival Takeo Mary Crest. Here on TV 11, Clay Sander and Steve Tappa along with you.
Clay, St. Ambrose on a 14-5 run, and none other than Mr. Bobby Sturms has fueled that run. 14 points. Holy smokes, are you kidding me? Corner 6 also got 8. Molitor with 8. The leading scorer for Takeo Mary Crest is Hull with 7.
So far, pretty evenly spread out in the point department for Mary Crest. Seems like everybody getting into the act a little bit.
The difference really right now is Bob Sturms.
Reggie Gunn reports in for the Bees now. He's in the lineup. Nucky looking for something. Jeff Flagel hasn't been too hot tonight, and he continues to be cold. Reggie Gunn with the rebound. Daryl Allen pushing it up.
He's been throwing up engine blocks.
Jim Hornacek was caught for a moment, finally gets the shot off. And a tough rebound by Art Graham.
Now we'll see how patient the Eagles can be. Down 12, a young team sometimes has trouble.
Art Graham makes some noise, the shot will count, and there's a foul underneath on one of the Bs. So this, I believe it's on one of the Bs, I'm not sure here.
I think it's on Reggie Gunn. Let's watch it here. Graham goes up. I think they're going to call it on Reggie Gunn.
Reggie Gunn in the center of your screen there.
On the blockout.
So now a free throw situation could be a 4-point turnaround here. Marycrest's going to have to buckle down and play some defense, try to shorten that lead. It's a 10-point lead right now with 5:43 left in the first half. And Dexter Hall at the line, shooting a 1 in the bonus. 3 of 4 on the night, I believe, from the line. And he hits this one.
Well, connects, sir.
Thanks, Ed.
Hall averaging about 16 points a game, 6'4" sophomore out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
He takes his time at the line, Steve. But it works for him.
He's got 9, and it closes the B lead down to 8, Clay.
Bees don't want to get too careless here. They look a little sloppy right now. Reggie Gunn finds Bob Sturms, the man. They want to get it to. Daryl Allen for 3. Rolls around, and the Bees are starting to get the rolls.
Definitely so, definitely so.
35-24, 5:20, Sam McDonald bringing the ball up.
Molitor had a 3 roll in, Sturms had a 3 roll in, and now a Daryl Allen gets one to roll in.
Art Graham, the jumper. This one is long, and Mike Burge with another tough rebound. Watch out, easy passes it right into the hands of Art Graham, and Jeff Flagel with the layup. Misses it, but the rebound by Hall puts it up. Wow.
Boy, Jeff Flagel just not having a good shooting night. He got the shot to go over Sturms on a layup. And since then, oh boy, throwing up some major engine blocks.
Oh, nice job by Reggie Gunn to break that lead pass, but Art Graham with the moves. And the lead is now cut to 7, 35-28, 4.5 minutes to go in the first half. Wow, Marycrest turning it on now with some tough defense. And it swatted away again, and another fast break for the Eagles.
Jim Hornacek has got to not let that bother him.
Oh, nice pass from David Nucky to Art Graham, and Ray Shovlin wants a foul called, but he's not going to get it. He is arguing. The score is 35-30 with 4:22. We're going to keep it here for the remainder of the half. Boy, the Eagles just turned it around, Steve.
Wow. You know, we mentioned the fact the Bees were on that big run. They trailed at one time, 15-14. They went up 32-20, and now look at this, 35-30. We got a ball game again, Clay.
Tim Hornacek getting it swatted away. And what was called earlier in the half now is seen as a good defensive play.
Not called there. Jimmy very upset, talking to the official all the way down. He really can't let that bother him. Usually it doesn't bother him. He's a senior, but you know, you got to have some frustration when you get the ball in the paint down low, and boy, you're just allowed to rake across your hands, you know, hammer you, whatever Sugar Ray would like to say. But definitely Marycrest turning around a little bit here with some defense.
You saw a shot earlier of the beloved B-Bums, and at halftime we have a little special package for you to show everything. The Honeybees will also be at halftime. A tribute to the B-Bums.
And the Metropolitan Youth Group will also perform. We'll try and catch some of their performance at halftime. Just a packed halftime show for you. Woo!
And a packed regular time, huh?
Wow. And now Jim Hornacek gets called for throwing his weight around.
Is that the official title of this, regular time?
Regular time.
I know we have overtime and halftime. Do we have regular time? Regulation was what I tried to say.
No, you know what? I thought for a second that foul was on Jim Hornacek. But look at this. Look at this.
Synchronized basketball.
And that's not even where the foul call is.
Hornacek at the line sinks this one. Boy, that one went through like there was nothing there. 36-30 with just over 4 minutes for 3 to be exact. Bob Kennedy over to the scorer's table. He's set to report in. Hornacek misses this free throw.
Very unusual from an 80+% foul shooter. But Jimmy's got 9, Stearns with 14, and Molitor yet with 8.
At one point, a 12-point lead for the Bees. Now down to 6 and a chance for Marycrest to cut it to 4 or perhaps 3. Shannon McDonald. The McDonald's going a little give and go.
Looking for some McPoints here.
We had to say it sooner or later. Sam McDonald with 14 on the shot clock. With a hand in his face, hits the jumper. Mike Burge with it. Bees don't want to give that lead away too quickly, but it's slowly deteriorating. The Eagles not giving up at all. And the crowd, relatively for St. Ambrose, has kind of been taken out of the ball game a little bit.
I think it's the slowed down tempo of play has a tendency to maybe turn off the light switch a little bit.
That slam dunk rather anticlimactic for the crowd, it seemed like. And there's a foul.
Did kind of fuel the run that the Bees went on, but it's been counteracted here by good patience shown by Marycrest, and they've just kept playing defense. Wow, that was a quick whistle. I mean, really, not from a fan standpoint or anything, but Bobby making the drive, getting a little bit of a bump. And thus the foul.
Bob Sturms with important free throws here. 3 minutes remaining in the first half, hits this one, 37-32.
Big half for Bobby, 15 points already. He's hitting just about 77% from the free throw line this season.
And Bob Sturms hits that one.
Bobby averaging about 17 and a half a game. He's already got 16. You think he's in for a big night, Clay?
Well, the St. Ambrose crowd certainly hopes so. Art Graham. Oh, stolen away by Bob Sturms. He's all alone, one man to beat. Goes sky high and hits it.
Wow, impressive. That was an impressive athletic move by Bobby Sturms.
Bob Sturms responsible for the earlier run, and now kind of doing a little bit of the same now, 40-32. Marycrest definitely wants a little momentum going into halftime. They're going to have to reduce that lead. And they'll do it that way very nicely. David Nucky with a nice left-handed layup.
Nice scoop by the former Alleman Pioneer. He's got 5.
And Darrell Allen.
A lot of local kids on the floor, a lot of local talent. Nice to see.
Yeah. Jim Hornacek with it. Dexter Hall with defense. Watch for a foul here. Hornacek stopped this play for a minute, wanting a foul.
You know, and the strange thing is this type of game is not Bobby Stearns' game. It's really kind of Jim Hornacek's lunch pail, hard hat type game. And yet look who's really thriving is Stearns.
Excellent point, Mr. Tappa. Just about to say that. You dwell on the obvious, I forgot.
Yes, yes.
Chip Kettler reporting in. Art Graham playing a solid ball game, sitting on the bench now.
Did you know tomorrow the sun will come up play?
In the east or west, though. Darrell Allen inside to Bob Kennedy. The turnaround jumper, no good. Sturm sky high!
Wow, big time board by Bobby. Oh, man. He's up by 8.
A minute 36, 42-34. Bob Sturms having another outstanding ball game in his last home appearance at Lee Lohman Arena in the regular season.
Of course, he had 29 the other night against Aurora. Bobby looking for his career high. My Lord.
Sam McDonald doesn't get the roll on this one. Bees with a late half run here, a chance to go up by 10. A minute 10 in the first half. Bob Kennedy with it. Looking inside, he has Hornacek with the hook that he does so well. This one doesn't go. Rebound by number 12, David Nucky. And he'll pull up from the free throw line and hit it. We're under a minute, 54 seconds left, 42-36. The Bees are on top. 6-second differential on the shot clock.
Go ahead, Nucky now with 7. Hull still leads Takeo Marycrest with 11. Sturms now with 20 before the half for St. Ambrose.
35 seconds left in the first half. Bob Sturms with it, looking for a shot. So far, all the action going on in the perimeter. Bob Sturms getting the count. Oh, wow, what is this, the Globetrotters?
I wonder who the Bees are going to try and get the ball to.
Oh, they try to get it to Kennedy, and it's successful as he hits the jumper. 44-36. We have 15 seconds. Marycrest going to get the last shot here, it looks like. Dave Nucky with it. 7 seconds, 6 seconds. Kettlar, 3 seconds. 2, 1, and he puts it up. Nucky hits it, no good. And the Bees have the halftime lead, 44-36. It's halftime. Stay tuned.
Sit for halftime. Yep.
All right.
Come on, Clay, it's only a game.
Did you hear that? Sturm slam. You could say he's got 20. I'm going to look up his career high. I think it's 31. The follow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Career high was 32 last year about this time. It's like an anniversary for him. Look at this. 24th, 19, 5 days off. We got to voice them real quick, though.
It's halftime. St. Ambrose with the lead, 44-36 over TMU Marycrest. And there's a nice shot of the Bee Bumps. And the Honeybees are out at halftime. Let's take a look.
Now let's do this one. What time is that? I still got 10 seconds to get to the dance floor. Back up. Happy word. Got a sexy move down. Happy word. No need, no finesse, no personality. Listening to arms and attitude. Never my same me. Come on now. Hallelujah. Oh, oh, oh. Hitting it to me. Hallelujah.
Is that it? Well,
No!
well then play it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your St. Ambrose University Honeybees.
Okay, halftime festivities are going on right now, but we have a special treat for you tonight, a tribute to the fans here at St. Ambrose, mainly what we call the Bee Bumps. So let's show you that right now at halftime. Ambrose with the lead, 44-36.
Davenport and Rock Island.
It's halftime. St. Ambrose 44, TMU Marycrest 36. And here is a replay of what happened during this game. Bob Kennedy with a shot. And watch Bob Sturms come from the left side of your screen, I believe. There he comes.
Major League Sky. Look at Bobby get up. Oh, man. With the stick back, he had a big half, Clay, 20 points. And as we mentioned, in case you missed the first half, you crazy people out there, he had 14 points and a big 18 to 5 run. No, 18 to 5 run that put the Bees up 32-20. And Marycrest, with a little bit of patience, a little bit of defense, slowly has climbed back into this game. 44-36 at the half, Clay.
Marycrest never really out of the ball game. The biggest lead was 12 points, I believe. And let's run down some of the stats, Steve.
Halftime stats, taking a look at TMU Marycrest. The Eagles shooting 47% from the field, 14 of 30. They're 1 of 4 from three-point landed for you statisticians. That's 25%. 88% from the free throw line for the Eagles, 7 of 8. They also have 11 rebounds. Running down St. Ambrose, the Bees with 59% shooting in the first half, 17 of 29, 63% from three-point land, 5 of 8. And you remember 3 of those rattled home. Let's see, free throws, the Bees hitting 83%, 5 of 6. And so far, dominating the boards, 18 to 11.
Let's talk about the final telecast of the season. That is going to be Wednesday when the St. Ambrose Queen Bees take on Mount Mercy, rather.
Merry Christmas.
You can tell what game I'm doing. That's at 7:30 Wednesday. Tomorrow night at 7:30. Coverage starts at 7 p.m. with the Rhonda Osborne Show. And then a reminder, watch the Road to Nationals, hosted by Steve Tappa, Monday, February 25th at 7:30 p.m.
TV 11 Sports exclusive. That should be exciting. A lot to talk about with Coach Ray Shovel and, of course, Coach Rhonda Osborne. Get to find out what the prospects are for getting back to the national tournament for both teams.
And this game will give a lot of momentum either way in that regard. We're almost ready to start the second half. Bob Sturm's definitely the key in the first half for the Bees. Marycrest's going to have to do something to stop him.
The big difference, 20 points, running down some scoring. Sturms with 20, Hornacek with 9. Eddie Molitor has 8. Of course, he had 2 fouls early on, had to sit down. Daryl Allen has 3, Cooper with 2, Kennedy with 2. For Tikio Marycrest, Dexter Hull leading them with 11. David Nucky, former Alleman High School star, with 7. Art Graham with 6, Shannon McDonald with 6. The other McDonald, Sam McDonald with 3, and Jeff Flagel with 3. And it looks like we're back to second half action, Clay.
Back to live action indeed, and Marycrest down 44-36 to St. Ambrose. And the same starting 5 for both teams. Let's reset those for you. Ed Molitor, Bob Sturms, Mark Cooper, Bob Kennedy, and Jim Hornacek for the Bees. For the Eagles, Sam McDonald, Dave Nucky, and back here, this is Sam McDonald hitting the jumper. Jeff Flagel, Art Graham, and Dexter Hull for the Eagles. And the Bees now with a 6-point lead. Just here, starting here, the second half. Ed Molitor to set up. Both teams in man-to-man the whole first half. Don't see any change in that regard. And Ed Molitor with the jumper.
Eddie in double figures. He was hot in the first half early on, kept the Bees rolling in this ball game. He's got 10 now. Bees really packing it in, almost daring Marycrest to take the long jumper.
And Dexter Hull with it, but all white shirts underneath to pull that rebound down to Ed Molitor again. Having some trouble. And a free pass in there. David Nucky with it.
Ooh, a little pushing and shoving between Ed Molitor and Sam McDonald.
Every possession counting right now for Marycrest. And the Bees certainly don't want to give up any turnovers and let Marycrest take the lead.
Patience is the Eagles' virtue, and right away, the Eagles take a timeout, Clay.
There's a timeout on the court. They want to talk about things. We'll be back.
So far, here's the difference, Clay. The Bees looking for the open jumper. There you see Eddie Molitor getting hot again here to open the second half. Divine Twine, Eddie's got 10, and Ray Swatella just coming out of the timeout. He had to be a little bit displeased with his team about A, rebounding, and B, not taking some open jumpers.
Exactly right. 18 minutes remaining in this ball game, and Bob Sturms gives up the pass. This is Sam McDonald with the fast break. Right back to him. A nice feed from Art Graham, and the score now 46-40. The Bees on top.
You hear coaches preach that. Give it up, get it back. Nice job by Sam McDonald, the freshman.
I'll tell you, just as we wait for the foul call here, the call on Art Graham, just before that timeout, didn't it seem a little subdued to you in this place?
A little bit down. I'll tell you what, it was a big halftime show.
That's what I think happened too. All I was waiting for was cannons and fireworks in it.
Metropolitan Youth Group doing a nice job, as did the St. Ambrose Honeybees.
Chip Kettler reporting back in for Marycrest. Art Graham will take a seat with his second personal foul. Oh, Mark Cooper got away with a shove, and Dexter Hull will start the fast break. The man inside taking it to the hoop. throws up a prayer. Bob Kennedy with the rebound. Wasted opportunity right there for Mary Crest.
Looked like Jeff Flagel got an eye the last time down the court. Oh, big play by Coop.
Did you see Coop? I thought he was going to get that one to go, and a poke in the eye. Bob Kennedy will get called with the foul as he hits Sam McDonald right in the face.
Couple eyes taking abuse there. I just mentioned Flagel down the Mary Crest side of the court on that fast break. Got poked in the eye, and now watch it here.
Scramble. And
Doink.
yeah.
Zoinks.
Bob Buster Kennedy. Inside, a good trap by Molitor and Kennedy on Sam McDonald, and the ball goes out of bounds, and the Bees have it.
First turnover for TMU Mary Crest in this half. Bees already up to 10 turnovers, had 3 so far here in the early second half action.
As we mentioned, easily the biggest crowd here at Lee Loman this season, 46-40. They're watching the Bees on top. 17 minutes to go in the ballgame. Ed Molitor freed up for a three-pointer. This one quite a ways off. The rebound comes down to Kettler, and they get it to Sam McDonald eventually to start things up.
Eddie's feeling the power, I'll tell you that. He did not hesitate on the trigger on that one.
Jeff Flagel had it for a moment. He was pretty cold in the first half. David Nucky with a three-pointer, and the lead now, hold everything, is 46-43 here in the second half.
Check this out, the freshman draining the 3. He's got 10 already.
He's looking a little sloppy right now. The Eagles looking fine-tuned. Bob Kennedy with the jumper. This one's off. Bees pretty cold. The Eagles with a chance to pull within 1. Jeff Flagel was open. There he is. Takes it up, a chance to tie it up, but the ball rolls out and a foul on Bob Sturms.
And the Mary Crest bench screaming for a goaltending, saying that, the backboard was hit. What can we say?
We can say that there's a timeout on the floor, and the Bees lead only by 3 now. Take a look. Flagel with it.
Let's watch it. Sturms goes up, Hornacek goes up. The cage rattles around a little bit. Flagel doesn't get the ball to go. Mary Crest might have a legitimate reason to scream here.
True indeed. Ray Shovlin yelling out signals now. He wanted a timeout right there. I think, I don't know if he's worried totally yet, but it's been a while, it seems, since the Bees scored.
It has. Let's put it that way. The Bees, only with that deuce early on by Molitor hitting the jumper.
That's right.
And since that time, 7-0 run by TMU Mary Crest, getting back into this game and getting within striking distance.
The beginning of the ball game was pretty close, seesaw battle, and now Mary Crest starts the second half basically all alone, cutting the lead now, 46-43. Jeff Flagel out of Davenport North High School.
6'4" sophomore, averaging about 14 points per game.
And the official wants to check on something.
I wonder what this is. They've got 3 fouls showing for Kennedy. I wonder if that's what the question is about, or whether the basket should have went.
They're asking if the basket counts, and I don't think they're saying it.
Going to capitulate?
It's going to be 2 shots. They were debating on whether the foul was 2-shot foul.
What a sight that was. Clayton Sander hanging over the side of the running track just to listen in on the referees.
You caught me.
Superman ears.
Jeff Flagel hits the first one, a chance to pull the Eagles within 1 now. An 8-0 run for Mary Crest. Shot up. This one good. And Art Graham set to report back in. He does. And Jeff Flagel will sit down. Mike Burge reporting in for the Bees right now. He comes in for Bob Kennedy. And Burge will take the ball out of bounds to Ed Molitor.
I wonder if everyone realizes how close this game is, Clint.
Well, maybe I'll tell them. Again, 1-point lead for the Bees. 46-45, 16-15 left. And the ball. Ed Molitor having some trouble with it. Loose ball. Mary Crest. Bob Sturms comes up with it somehow and gets a layup.
Man, oh man. Try and figure that one out.
A mistake by the Bees turns in their favor thanks to Bob Sturms picking up the loose ball. Mary Crest had 2 or 3 players with it, and they all knocked it away out of each other's hands. Kedlar, the jumper, good.
Chip Kettler breaks into the scoring column. I was going to say, Clay, the last time down the floor, that looked a little bit like croquet, didn't it?
And it's in a weird way, Steve, yes.
Human croquet.
Bob Sturm's been looking for the backdoor play all day.
Oh,
He wants the shot to count. There's going to be a foul before the shot on Dexter Hall.
I don't know. That was an NBA play, and I'm not sure. What are they going to call here? Bobby looked a little upset. The foul did go against Hall, Dexter Hall.
Yeah. Daryl Allen reports in for the Bees right now.
That would be Hall's third. No, it didn't go against Dexter.
I was wrong. I'm sorry, Steve. Shannon McDonald picks up his second.
Yeah, sure. Lead me astray again, Clay. Thanks a lot.
The Bees wanting to keep that lead. They only have a 1-point lead. Don't want to turn it over right now. Daryl Allen. Bob Sturm's been looking for that backdoor all night. Hasn't got the alley-oop that he wants yet.
Yes. That's the key word. Sturm's fouled again.
By the same man, Shannon McCoy picks up his third very quickly here in the second half. 15 minutes and 18 seconds left to go in this ball game. Still a long way to go, and by the looks of it, it's going to be a close one.
Usually you don't see Bobby post up a lot, but he was looking for the turnaround.
He is really working out there right now.
Having an excellent offensive night. As we mentioned, 22 points already for Sturms. His career high, if I'm not wrong. I was looking that up before.
Haven't heard anything from Jim Hornacek so far, and that's because Dexter Hall is playing some defense, and another foul called on Shannon McDonald, his fourth.
I was going to say McDonald had the daily double, but he just hit the trifecta. 3 fouls in the same possession. Can you believe it?
And Jim Hornacek will take the ball out of bounds for the Bees. I was saying Hornacek so far pretty quiet. That's because Dexter Hall really muscling him around, but Hornacek likes that type of game, waiting for him to come out of that any moment. Mike Bird's turnaround jumper. No good. Hornacek again, as we said. Hey, speak of the devil.
Boy, big time yanked down by Hornacek in the stick back. He's got 11, and the Bees got a 3-point lead.
Tim Hornacek inside, picking up those rebounds. Inside, Sam McDonald with the pump fake, goes up and good, and it's still a 1-point lead for the Bees. Bob Sturms turns around. Hornacek, the jumper no good. And a clear out foul on Mike Burge.
No, I think they called 3 on Burge. I'm not sure. Let's make sure the call here. You are correct, Clay. I thought for a second he was calling a 3-second violation.
Burge is there, call for a push-off. Not sure about that. And a chance now, Steve Tappa, for Marycrest to take the lead with 14 and a half minutes to go in the ball game. Chip Kettler open just for a moment underneath. Shot by Dexter Hall, way off. Daryl Allen comes down, fast break. He has no one ahead of him, however. He has to slow it up. Tries to get it inside to Jim Hornacek. Ball kicked out of bounds.
Since the Bees took a 46-36 lead on Eddie Molitor's jumper to start the second half, look at this run. Oh, man. 13-4 run by Takeo Marycrest to not be knocking on the door, as they say.
The momentum at halftime looked to go the Bees' way, but Marycrest comes out with Uncle Mo.
Uncle Mo?
Uncle. Bob Sturm's having some trouble, and a foul will finally be called on Art Graham. Ray Shovlin kind of doing some politicking down there.
Mo Sander? Uncle Mo.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. There you see the replay. Sturms trying to make the baseline move.
What do you
and
want?
teams are really clamping down on him.
What do you want me to call it, Uncle Mentum? Inside, Mike Burge, nice feed into Coop, and Cooper puts it out. Mark Cooper.
Slow night so far for the Coop. He's got 4. Look for him to pick it up here in the second half.
Right now, this is Dexter Hall. McDonald had the three-pointer, decided not to take it. Hall will take the jumper. This one's off. Nice job underneath by David Nucky, but Dexter Hall really battling and gets the points, and it's still a 1-point lead for the Bees.
His first points of the second half. He's got 13. Bees got a 1-point lead.
Jim Hornacek. and a foul on Bob Sturms, and that was pretty obvious. And there's a little arguing again starting up, and with 13-12 left in the ball game, it could get a lot worse. Dexter Hall now involved in 2 of those.
Well, you wonder why they don't hold this game on Valentine's Day, mainly because of the lack of love these 2 teams have for each other. Bobby, I think, just showing a little bit of frustration of all the hammering he's taking inside. He's taking a pounding, a good defensive effort by Marycrest.
Threw a good elbow, however, and got called for the foul. David Nucky with it. Chip Kedlar. Shot is up by Nucky. 3-pointer good. And lo and behold, the Marycrest Eagles have a 2-point lead with 12:47 left in this ball game, and much to the delight of the crosstown team.
Tell you what, all the hammering and
Mike Bird's way off. Bees look rattled.
to finish that point, looks like all the brushing up that Nucky has done against Sturms is starting to rub off on him. I'll tell you, hitting those threes, putting Takeo Marycrest on top here by 2.
And what we've been waiting for this entire ball game has happened. The crowd's starting to go at each other. Chip Kedlar all alone, pump fake, no one, and got the jumper. And it's a 4-point lead now for Marycrest, 56-52. And Darrell Allen with it.
It's definitely down to business time. Ray Shovlin taking the jacket off.
Just gonna mention that, Steve. Not a happy camper right now at Darrell Allen. Under 12 minutes to go in the ball game. Things starting to heat up here at Lee Lohman Arena. Stay with us. Sturms the man to do it. The lay-in, nice.
24 now by Bobby. His career high is 32, but right now the Bees trail by 2.
11 and a half left. Jeff Flagel with it. Inside, that's Sam McDonald. Outside, Kedlar had it for a moment, decided not to take the shot.
Bees with just 8 points here in the last 8 minutes.
Jeff Flagel with the moves on Hornacek. He's having some trouble. There's a loose ball. Chip Kedlar will come up with it. There's 16 seconds on the shot clock right now. Down to 12 on the shot clock. Nucky with it with 8 seconds on the shot clock. And he travels.
He got a couple steps in there before the whistles finally went off. That's Marycrest's 8th turnover of the game. The Bees have 10.
Dexter Hall.
2-point ball game.
Sorry, Steve Dexter Hall reporting back into the ball game for the Eagles. There you saw the replay.
Really the only people in foul trouble right now. Bob Kennedy with 3 for the Bees. And of course, Shannon McDonald with 4 from Takeo Marycrest.
Mark Cooper with a jumper a little bit further out than most of his shots this game. Ties it up. Under 11 minutes to go in this ball game, 56 all.
Coop's got 6, as we mentioned at the top of the telecast. He's been really hot, averaging about 16 points here in February per game. And nice to see the Coop come around.
David Nucky at Marycrest is hot. They're up by 3 now with that one. Bob Sturms. The seniors are going to have to take over, it looks like, Steve.
Nucky, the sophomore from Rock Island, Alleman, actually a Moline native. She's already got 16 points to lead Marycrest.
Bob Sturms just saying the seniors going to have to take over some leadership roles again, and Bob Sturms takes it right to Marycrest. Pulls the Bees back within 1, 59-58, with 10 minutes left to go in this ball game. Jeff Flagel having some trouble. Jim Hornacek playing good defense on Flagel throughout the game, and the crowd really electric. Sam McDonald will get called for a travel.
Number 9 on the marauding Eagles, and Ray Shovlin applauding that one. Let's take a look at the replay here. Looks like you might get a little bit of screen here. Nope, there you see the hop, step, and a jump, jump, jump. Uh-oh, we got trouble here. Bees forgot to take the ball out.
Darrell Allen ends up with it. A chance for the Bees to take the lead now. Gets a pick from Mark Cooper. And what a pick it was. Darrell Allen. Mike Burge was open for a moment cross court.
Look at the bodies flying. Holy smokes.
Jim Hornacek with the clock hook.
Hornacek was on the ground, got back up, got position, got the points.
That
13
shot,
for him.
That shot went from 6 to 12 on the old clock there. Sam McDonald not afraid to take that one, but Marycrest will get the long rebound. The Bees have a 1-point lead with 9:15 to go in the ballgame. David Nucky with it. Foul underneath on a Darrell Allen. A push from behind on Sam McDonald. And the 5th team foul now on the Bees. There's 5 also on Marycrest.
That would be, I believe, the first on a Darrell Allen. We'll wait for the official line. Saw a little bit of the push there. Molitor checking back in as a Darrell Allen sits down. Bees trying to protect a 1-point lead here.
Inbounds pass to Jeff Legel. Crowd hasn't sat down for quite some time, at least in the front few rows in the student sections. I guess the whole crowd is one big student section on the Ambrose side, it looks like, however. We're under 9 minutes.
Maybe our influence is rubbing off a little bit. What do you think?
They're on the other side, Steve. Dexter Hall with the fadeaway jumper. Mark Cooper had a hand in his face, and it gives the lead right back to Marycrest, and it's been seesaw for about the last 3 minutes.
Sophomore from Milwaukee with 15 now for the Marauding Eagles.
Jim Hornacek with the 6th to noon again. This one doesn't go. 8.5 in the game again. Set to report in Bob Kennedy for the Bees and Shannon McDonald, who has 4 personals. But Dexter Hall, the Bees really not handling their defensive ball game in the second half.
Dexter just posted up, got the ball where he wanted it, got the easy hoop.
Bob Sturm's trying to do something on his own there. Got trapped baseline. Ed Molitor looking for Coop inside, can't get it. Mike Burge. Bob Sturms has been waiting for that backdoor all night. Mike Burge pushes down. I'm going to touch the game ball, Steve. That ball.
Through an out pattern.
Yeah. Somebody ran the wrong pattern, and unfortunately, a Marycrest player down, Dexter Hall.
I think could be another finger to the eye. I'll tell you what, a lot of eyes taking abuse here. Either that or maybe just got the wind knocked out of him. Basketball, though.
Nothing will be done on the injury. Hall remains in the game. Ed Mahler putting some moves. 7.5 minutes remaining in the ball game. Bob Sturms, the man for the Bees so far tonight, takes the jumper. Wow! What a night for Bob Sturms.
28 is career high 32. Do you think the senior can smell a conference championship?
The score on the scoreboard reads 63-62. Marycrest with the lead. Art Graham, who hasn't made a lot of noise offensively in the point column, hits this one.
What an explosive leaper Art Graham is. Whew.
Inside Coop. He knows what he wants to do with the ball, and he gets called with a charge. And St. Ambrose, the crowd, the bench, the players, terribly upset about this one.
Look at this. Look at Art Graham able to climb up his back. His feet were still moving. I don't know if I agree with that one.
Okay, well,
Coop with 3. Whew.
Wow. Okay, we're down under 7 minutes now, and the thing really starting to heat up here at the House of Sting. Oh, and a travel. And I think there's about 200 referees in this place calling that one. And look who's in the ballgame, Steve Tappa, James Haskin.
That's right. We've been waiting for the debut of James Haskin coming back from stress fracture and seeing his first action in just about 6 weeks.
Talked to him before the game, said looking for some action tonight. He goes, oh yeah.
Everybody wants to play in the Ambrose Marycrest game, I'll tell you that.
A man of few words indeed. Rebound comes down, and there's I don't know how a foul's going to be called on one person right now. It's called on a Marycrest individual, however.
I think they untracked the bodies and figured out who didn't have blood on them.
Yeah.
And said, you're the man. The
Smoking
detective
gun.
did it.
Smoking gun.
I mean, the butler did it.
Whatever.
Something like that.
6.5 minutes to go in the ball game. Take a look at it. And there you see, obviously, the foul on the Marycrest player.
Former Moline High School star Chip Kettler getting his first foul.
Bob Sturms with a tough rebound, and he gets caught and walks.
Oh, Ray wanted a different call out of that one for sure.
I'll tell you, it looks like they're going to need some restraining bars for the fans
Cage match.
on the Ambrose side. We called it Royal Rumble too before the game.
Round two of it. The last time these two teams met, remember, 63-61, the Bees pulled out a great escape at the airplane hangar. They're going to need a bit of Lee Loman Arena magic here to avoid another blow here from TMU Marycrest.
65-62 with just over 6 minutes left. The shot clock now down to 20. Shannon McDonald with tough pressure from Ed Molitor, having some trouble getting rid of it. Jeff Flagel will set up the offense with 13 seconds on the shot clock. Now down to 10. They're going to look for a good shot here somehow when they're down to 7. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Dexter Hull with the jumper and James Haskin in his face, but Hull calmly hits it.
The sophomore from Milwaukee with 19. He's coming on here of late.
Ambrose starting to get worried. I know I am.
Remember, this one, the Bees need a victory to clinch a share of the Midwest Classic Conference title.
I'll tell you, Jim Hornacek getting batted around underneath there. Ed Molitor in trouble. Finds Bob Kennedy, the freshman. The ball gets swatted away, and it's going to go to the Bees. And Ray Shublin needs a timeout.
We're taking a timeout. The Bees trailing 67-62. Bad pass replay. Bad pass replay. I love that throw.
The story of the ball game,
I was going to say, Clay,
or at least the second half.
it's so hard to hear in here. This pretty much sums it up right here for the Bees. Watch this. Dribbles off the foot, and it's TMU basketball. Bees with 12 turnovers, Clay, trailing here by 5 at the House of Sting.
Coach Shovlin definitely not at ease. And the Bee-Bums are starting a bit of a riot in the fans, inciting the crowd to their feet. But Marycrest has the ball and shouts of defense from the arena. Shannon McDonald, but Chip Kedlar had a three, doesn't take it. Sean McDonald from just inside. Sam McDonald, rather, from just inside the three, calmly hits it. 69-62, the biggest lead for Marycrest. Right now, Ed Molitor with it. We're down to 4:50 in the ball game. Inside, Jim Hornacek gets called, a foul is called on David Nucky. And I believe it's on the shot, so Hornacek will go to the line.
You know, we called this the Royal Rumble 2, but I'll tell you what, Clay, this might be the Great Escape number 2. The Bees are going to need something here to keep their Lee Loman Arena winning streak alive. Jimmy Hornacek going to the line, shooting just about 81%.
And we also did the Viterbo game, which went into overtime. This one, certainly not out of the question. It could go to that again. The crowd really started getting vocal about the last 8 minutes. This crowd's been 100% the whole way. That just shows you the type of game, or what this game really means to both teams.
When you say bragging rights of Davenport, I'll tell you what, you're saying a lot, especially between these two schools. Holy smokes.
Dexter Hull with a bit of confusion on the Bees' part on who to take man to man. Bees really tightening up. McDonald again with that jumper. This one no good. And a foul is called on David Nucky. And I believe that was a good call. Bob Sturm's definitely getting hit. Nucky gaining the advantage by a foul.
Definitely an over the back call. No other call to make here. Look at this. Nucky showing great athleticism to get up over Bob Sturms. Of course, Bobby on the down flight, expecting that to be his rebound, and then wham, just got hammered from behind.
David Nucky will sit down with his fourth personal. What a solid performance David Nucky's had tonight. Said his name a lot on the assist department, and has scored some points tonight. Bob Sturms calmly sinks his first points. Speaking of good games,
That's true, 29 points now for Sturms. Nucky, the man guarding him, was 16, so a lot of points out of that number 2 position.
Sturms hits it. And the lead now down to 3. Marycrest with that lead, 69-66.
Sturmo's career high is 32. Set it last year about this time against Clark. Maybe a bit of deja vu for Bobby.
Down to 4 minutes in the ball game. Marycrest with a 3-point lead. Chip Kedlar with the jumper. Ed Molitor with the rebound, and the Bees starting a bit of a fast break here, but Marycrest back well to delay that. Ed Molitor having some trouble, and a foul is called on Sam McDonald. Well, reaching in, it looks like. Yep.
Be number 2 on McDonald. Ray Swatella urging him to keep up with that pressure defense. Keep up with it. Let's take a look at the replay, see what we can see here. Climbing up Eddie Molitor's back, easily a foul.
Let's give some credit to Takeo Marycrest. Sophomores, freshmen, 1 junior.
They've been a young team for the last couple of years, young and upcoming, and they definitely are not making it easy on the Bees to clinch a share of the Midwest Classic Conference title.
Emotion plays a large role every single time. Ed Molitor trying to cut the lead now to 1 and puts up the free throw. This one's no good. Dexter Hall with a nice rebound. A 2-point lead, 3 minutes, 38 seconds in the ball game. The Ambrose crowd really into it. Marycrest basically just calm and patient. Shannon McDonald, I doubt if they're calm. I'm doubt if they're calm.
That is so much like this game too, Clay. Very emotional on the Ambrose side, very patient, laid back, waiting for their opening is Marycrest.
Right now, Shannon McDonald over to Sam McDonald. Having some trouble. Shot clock now down to 13 seconds. McDonald all alone. Everybody kind of clears out. Down to 9 seconds on the shot clock. McDonald gonna get the pick. Inside, the shot just off by Shannon McDonald. No good, it's blocked. James Haskell with the rebound and a chance for a tie ball game. We're just under 3 minutes to go in this ball game. Things really starting to heat up.
Sturms really getting up to swat that one away.
Bob Kennedy, the freshman in the ball game down the stretch. Bob Sturms to Hornacek. Mark Cooper set to report in for the Bees. He comes to the scores table. Bob Sturms in a charge. A clearing out foul on Bob Sturms. Ray Shovlin jumped about as high as Bob Sturms there.
Bobby not going to win any awards for the look he gives the official on this call. I think what the reason for the charge on this is maybe saying that Sturms was out of control, but both players pretty much pushing and shoving back and forth.
Jeff Flagel with it, 2 minutes and a half. Dexter Hall with it, trying to extend the Marycrest lead, which now stands 69-67 over the Bees. Man-to-man defense put on by the Bees once again. Jeff Flagel with the ball. Inside, Bob Sturms with the steal, but the foul is called on Bob Sturms.
That's a key one. That's number 4 on Bobby. He's
Ouch.
been the big threat with 30 points. Wow.
Take a look.
How many times have these two schools been down this road before? And now again? Lord almighty.
And big free throws for the junior, Shannon McDonald. The Preston native.
Has not scored so far here in the second half, Clay. Had 6 points early on for the Marauding Eagles. The question is whether he will be cold on the line here.
2 minutes and 14 seconds. A chance for Shannon McDonald to extend that lead. 69-67. This crowd is loud. John taking his time at the line. Misses it. Rebound, Bob Kennedy. The Bees have it. You don't want Bob Sturms following out. He had the ball. He has it now. 2 minutes, 5 seconds. Ed Molitor to Hornacek. The senior. Out to Ed. We're under 2 minutes. 1:57 to be exact. Holy cow. And a foul underneath on Art Graham. I believe that's his 5th.
I'm not sure. I think I've got him for 3 here. That would be number 4. Let's take a look.
Okay.
Make sure. Wow, I'll tell you what, pass out the Maylocks, Clay. This is definitely a stomach churner.
That is Art Graham's 4th. I was wrong. We're down to 1:54. There's a timeout in the court. We're going to keep it right here. Steve Tappa, I thought Viterbo was exciting. This one rivals it very much.
We talked about that before. We said there's no way the Mary Chris game is going to top it. No way, no way, no way. Oh, give me a break. I mean, I'll tell you what, the Bees have been on an emotional roller coaster this entire week. You go from the high of Viterbo and trying to get through Aurora, and now you have to go way sky high again for Takeo Mary Chris. Lord Almighty, I'll tell you what. Like I said, it passed out the Maylocks.
Let's list the TV 11 basketball crew tonight. Sue Piter, our director, Kelly Lawless, technical director, Alice Carroll, John Resnick, Doug Freilich, Kirk Wenhausen on cameras, Susan K. back at Master Control, Dave Baker, Kevin Clardy, John Anderson, and Don the Duke Schneider. I'd like to thank everybody for a great telecast.
Don't forget Kelly Lawless as well.
I said Kelly Lawless.
Oh, did you?
I
did
never
you
forget Kelly. We're down to 1:54. 69-67 is the score. The Bees riding into tonight's contest with a 4-game winning streak and a 25-game winning streak here on TV 11.
18 straight as well here at the House of Sting. Mark Cooper stepping to the line with some mighty huge free throws here, my friend. He's 72% free throw shooter on the season.
He's been at the line a lot in the last couple games. Aurora and Viterbo, namely.
Just 6 points tonight so far for the Coop.
Not another OT, please.
I don't know.
Mark Cooper trying to tie it up.
As if our blood can take it, you know?
And it's tied at the overtime score of Viterbo, 69 all. Get ready. Get ready. The bench of Ambrose is up. Mary Crest down to 1:46. Shannon McDonald has it. Looking inside. Jeff Flago calmly setting it up. Trying to handle this crowd. Shannon McDonald with it out in three-point land. We're down to 1.5 minutes, 1:33. Shannon McDonald with it.
20 on the shot clock, Clay.
Dexter Hall has it. He gets away with a push there at the charge on Dexter Hall, and the Bees will have the ball with 1:25.
You know what? My eyes were fixed on the official underneath the basket, and I thought, oh, he's not going to give him the hoop, is he? And Hall picking up his 3rd foul.
Mark Cooper draws it, might receive an Emmy. Ed Molitor, 1:20 left, scrambling all around. He won't be afraid to shoot that three-pointer. They gave it to him for just a moment. Down to 1:14. Jim Hornacek with it now. Looking for Coop inside, he's posting up. Having some trouble, Ed Molitor with it, finds Coop. Inside and the ball's tipped away. Off the leg of Mark Cooper, and I think that's a good call. The ball's gonna go to Mary Crest, 1:04.
I think the Coop is saying that he was held here. Look at the hands. Look at the hands on his hip here. Oh, I don't know about that. I think that's a tip away.
Back to live action. We had a little problem there. We're under 1:54 seconds. Both sides on their feet. Dexter Hall with it. 30 seconds on the shot clock. We're down to 48 seconds. The score is tied at 69. Jeff Flagel has it. To Sam McDonald. He's made a lot of noise this game so far. We're down to 38 seconds. Dexter Hall looks at the clock. Has time to do that. Mark Cooper with defense. He's having some trouble. Shannon McDonald with it with 30 seconds. Dexter Hall puts it up. Oh, wow. How'd that go in? 25 seconds. The Bees need 2 here. 71-69. Bob Sturm's the man who's going to try to do it. Takes it baseline. Bob Kennedy, the freshman with the jumper. This one's going to be short. Rebound, Dexter Hall. And a jump ball is called.
Wow, big play by Bob Kennedy.
Bob Kennedy, the freshman, with 11 seconds left. There is a jump ball. The ball will go to the Bees. Take a look.
Bobby with just bricking that shot and then coming over, and great headiness on the part of Bob Kennedy to force the jump ball and get the Bees the ball back. Down 2 with 11 seconds, Clay.
Bob Sturms, watch for him here. 11 seconds left, 71-69. Easily the biggest crowd of the year. There's a look at him.
Wow.
Both sides up right now.
Overwhelming. Overwhelming. What a week it's been. Oh,
Team
man.
11's been there for it too. Clay Sanders, Steve Tappa along with you. I'd say this is the most exciting game of the year. I thought Viterbo was big. 11 seconds, 71-69. Marycrest with the lead, and they've played a second half that they should remember for a long time.
That's true, trailing 44-36. A lot of emotion in this building right now, Clay. Hull with 21 points. Can you believe that shot he hit?
That was unreal. Dexter Hall, all the credit in the world there. Bob Kennedy to inbound for the Bees. Marycrest now taking the court. We're back to live action. They're going to try to probably get it to Sturms.
I have to wonder what kind of tricks Ray Shevlin can pull out of his bag here.
They need a shot. I'll keep track of the time for you. Oh, the ball intercepted by Marycrest, and a foul on Mark Cooper with 9 seconds left. Oh, wow. The inbounds pass intercepted.
Tough break for the Bees. Big play. You hate to see it come down to a missed pass. Watch Kennedy's pass here. Great anticipation by Shannon McDonald getting the steal. And he missed a free throw earlier, Clay.
We are down now to 9 seconds. Shannon McDonald at the line with the key free throws. Watch the blocking out underneath. A 1 and the bonus. I can hardly hear myself think. Shannon McDonald at the line. Calmly puts it up. Rolls out, no good. Bob Sturms with the rebound. We're down to 7 seconds. He has some time. Bob Kennedy with the jumper.
Yes! Oh, yeah!
Time ball game, we're going into overtime.
You gotta be kidding me! Oh, my God!
Holy cow, this was absolutely crazy.
Pandemonium at the House of Sting. We got OT for the second time in 2 weeks.
St. Ambrose 71. TMU Marycrest 71. Stay with us. We're going to overtime. So, 5 minutes restored on the clock for overtime. 71-71. Bob Kennedy, the freshman. 3 seconds remain on the clock. Puts it up. You talk about the whole place.
Wow.
Waiting for that ball to go in.
Great vision by Bobby Sturms to find Kennedy. Bobby Kennedy with 4 points in this game. No more important than those two right there.
Playing the Reggie gun roll of a turbo. Back to live action. Starting the overtime. Marycrest gets the jump. This shot off. No good, but the rebound, Shannon McDonald. Oh, a foul on Ed Molitor trying to steal the ball away.
I think that's number 3 on Eddie. Good hustle on his part to come over and help out. Boy, can you say enough about Shannon McDonald? He's come up with some big plays here down the stretch for the Eagles.
One thing the Bees have to be concerned about is Bob Sturms picking up his 5th. He found Bob Kennedy with that assist. Not enough credit goes to Bob Sturms. 4 minutes, 42 seconds remaining in this overtime. 71 off. The shot calmly sunk by Jeff Flagel. Free throw is an important part of this game. Shannon McDonald missing one with 8 seconds left, a chance to put Marycrest up by 3. Sturms took the rebound, took it down the court, found Bob Kennedy with 3 seconds. Bob Kennedy got the jumper to go, and that's where we stand. But now it's 73-71 here in overtime.
2 free throws by Flagel puts him at 7 points. As you mentioned, Sturms has 4 right now. He's got 30 points, 2 away from his career high.
4:29, Bob Sturms has it. He take the jumper. It's good. Bob Sturms, what a performance tonight. 73-73 with 4:19 in this overtime.
I'm gonna send these guys. I'm gonna send Ray my cardiac bill. I'll tell you.
Dexter Hall, what an impressive game he's had tonight. But this one, he looked like he got tripped up. There's no shouts of foul from Marycrest, so apparently nothing really happened. Dexter Hall, I can't say enough about that guy.
I don't think it was an intentional trip. I think he just stepped on a foot, and maybe that's why no reaction from the Takeo bench.
Oh, hold it! Oh! Mark Cooper, tough inside. The shot is up, no good. Rebound, Hornacek. Oh, I thought the ball went off Marycrest, but it's going to go the Eagles' way. I don't know what to call anymore, Steve.
You can feel the electricity in this building, Clay. I'm telling you, this is better than a hot tub. Oh, man.
3:45 in this overtime. It's tied up 73 all. Art Graham with it. Hornacek with the defense. Ball stolen away by Hornacek.
Great defense there by Bob Stearns as well, getting Jimmy in position for that steal.
Ed Molitor for three. This one's long. Rebound comes out to Dexter Hall. Bob Stearns trying to stop him, but he takes it up and in. Dexter Hall, what a ball game tonight.
Hall with 24. Big night for him.
75-73 in this overtime. 3:10 left. Sturms with the jumper. No good, but Bob Kennedy there. I don't know if that was a pass or a shot, but the Bees will take it. Tied at 75 with 3 minutes left.
Bob Kennedy keeps coming up big for the Bees down the stretch in the clutch time.
That's Shannon McDonald with it. He has it now. He finds Jeff Flagel with it. Shot is up with Kennedy in his face. Rebound, Jim Hornacek. Ed Molitor will slow it up. We're down to 2 minutes and 37 seconds to go in this overtime.
So noisy, Clay, you couldn't hear my sound effect. I did a, for Jim Hornacek, the vacuum cleaner. Wow.
Bob Sturms has it, 2:25. This crowd is unbelievably inspired. Bob Kennedy, the man who took him in overtime, misses this one. Ray Shovelin wants a foul, not gonna get it. 2 minutes, 15 seconds in this overtime. Sam McDonald taking it up for Mary Crest. Chip Kettler set to report in on the scorer's bench.
What a slugfest on Scott and Lombard, I'll tell you.
There's the man Mary Crest wants to give it to. No good. Ball is free. Bob Sturms on a fast break. He has Sam McDonald to beat. He puts up the shot. No good. Tough rebound. Jim Hornacek inside.
Oh, man. Jimmy Hornacek, what strength. Oh, man.
It's 77-75 with a minute 50 left. The Bees have the lead. Dexter Hall will take it out now for Mary Crest. What a job by Jim Hornacek. What a ball game. This is as good as it gets. Sam McDonald to bring it up for Mary Crest.
Good job by Bobby to avoid the foul, just getting it up off the glass and putting a lot of faith in his man, Jim Hornacek, and boy, he came down big time.
Dexter Hall had the ball for a moment. Jeff Flagel now with it. Bees could use the turnover to extend that lead. Finds Hall, almost sails out of bounds on him. Ed Molitor is going to get called for a foul. As he pushed Sam McDonald, I was waiting for the call. It finally showed up.
That would be number 4 on Eddie. He's also in foul trouble. That's a tough place to be right here.
Take a look. Both men going at it, but I think Ed Molitor got away with the foul just before that shot. This one, the whistle was blown, I believe.
Just to run you down, who's in foul trouble? Molitor with 4, Sturms with 4, Cooper and Kennedy both with 3 for the Bees. On the Mary Crest sideline, Art Graham has 4, Shannon McDonald has 4, Dexter Hall has 3.
Sam McDonald calmly sinking this free throw. We have a minute 28 in this overtime. The Bees with a 1-point lead, 77-76. McDonald with the free throw. Nothing but net. And we're tied again. Bob Sturms.
You gotta be kidding me.
I know. Ed Molitor.
What a week of basketball here at Lee Lohman Arena.
Sturms, that cleared out for him. The jumper off the roll, no good. Mary Crest gets a rebound in the name of Jeff Flagel with a minute 8. Tied up, Sam McDonald. He's gonna call timeout. We're done. It's a minute 2 in the overtime.
Shot clocks will be at 35. That means the Bees at least have 1 possession remaining, but Mary Crest with the basketball. Running down some scoring for you. Bobby Sturms tying his career high tonight with 32 points. Jimmy Hornacek has 17. Eddie Molitor with 11. Mark Cooper with 8. Bob Kennedy with 6. Turning to the Takeo sideline, Dexter Hall coming up big for the Eagles with 24. Sam McDonald has 13. Dave Nucky, I forgot, has 3 fouls. He has 16. Jeff Flagel with 7. Art Graham with 8. Shannon McDonald with 6. Here you see a replay. Bobby Sturms driving to the basket. I think Bobby wanted a foul here. Watch Flagel's arm. Kind of racing on the shot.
This is it. 1 minute, 2 seconds remaining on the scoreboard. Glad you could be with us. TV 11's coverage. St. Ambrose basketball. What a game to watch both of the area teams here in Davenport.
What a gear jammer this has been. Oh man, I mean, just a gear jam of emotions. I mean, first gear, fourth gear, fifth gear, third gear, all over the place.
We have a minute now. Shannon McDonald with it. He finds Jeff Flagel. Some picks being set right now underneath for Marycrest. Sam McDonald with it with 50 seconds remaining. Shannon McDonald to set it up. Jeff Flagel's had his hands on it most of the night. Dexter Hall has it. The shot clock now down to 13 seconds. The ball tipped away by Mark Cooper, but he's going to get called for a foul. Dexter Hall, who has been pretty successful from the foul line tonight, will go there again. Take a look.
I do believe that is number 4 on the coop. Oh, that looked clean, folks.
Not going to make any speculations. We're not down there. The call, however, was made from behind the play.
I'm sorry, that's number 5 on the coop. He sits down with 8 points, and that's a key player sitting down for the Bees right now. A senior, tough one to give up.
We said at the beginning of this ball game, the officiating would be a factor, as it always is, but this one more so than others. And right now, we're seeing that in action as the official going over. Mark Cooper fouls out of the ball game, and James Haskin reports in.
Wow. Wow. Hang me out to dry. I'll tell you.
James Haskin, welcome back.
I'm sopping wet. I'll tell you what. This has been a ball game, Clay.
Dexter Hall at the line, shooting 2. Shot is up, no good. And a nice follow by Art Graham. Too bad it doesn't count.
The phantom follow by Art Graham.
I like the effort. And now for the second. 39 seconds remain in this overtime. The score is tied at 77. Mr. Hall calmly sinks it. The shot clock is off. 34 seconds. Ed Molitor setting it up. Bees do not want to turn over now. There's a foul underneath on number 33, Jeff Flagel. That's going to send Jim Hornacek to the line to shoot 2. And Steve, I don't know. You don't want a 1-point lead.
Did anybody else's heart stop on that whistle?
Take a look.
I'll tell you what, this whole crowd, one way to quiet this crowd is blow a whistle right now. I'll tell you what. There you see a lot of pushing, a lot of shoving going on, and Jimmy Hornacek going to the line, an 80% free throw shooter.
That one's long. Marycrest could have the last possession here if he ties it up. Not something the Bees really want.
24 seconds on the shot, on the clock.
And he hits it. We're tied at 78. 23 seconds remaining. And the place is on their feet. And a timeout is called by Marycrest with 18 seconds remaining on the clock.
I kind of expected Ray Swatella to play the chess move here, kind of get his young troops together and say, here's what we're going to do, guys. They'll lay it straight out for him. I got to wonder what kind of shot they're going to get. I would expect that they would go to Dexter Hall. He's got 25 tonight.
I would think right now the Bees would be all over Marycrest, and if they're going to foul early.
I don't know whether the Bees are even going to foul here. I question the idea of trying to foul somebody to send them to the line to get the ball back.
I doubt if they're going to try to foul them, but they're going to definitely play very tight defense, probably early. If they're going to send them to the line, send them to the line with 16 seconds. There's
rather
18
than a
remaining
tick.
right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Bob Kennedy, James Haskin, Bob Sturms, Jim Hornacek, and Ed Molitor in the game for the Bees.
Have to wonder what's gonna transpire here, Clay. I mean, what else could make this house rock some more? I'll tell you.
How about double overtime? And that's what we're staring right in the face right now.
Let's take a look at the foul that sent Jimmy Hornacek to the line. He hit the free throw to tie this game up 78-78.
Reggie Gunn was going to report in, and he's not. He's going to sit back down. Jeff Flagel will inbound for Marycrest. It's going to go to Dexter Hall, I believe. No, it goes to Shannon McDonald with 15 seconds. Jeff Flagel has it with 10 to Art Graham. Watch it. Sam McDonald inside. The shot is up. No good. Rebound. Jim Hornacek with 5 seconds. We're down to 4. Hornacek has it with 2, with 1. The half-court jumper. No good. We're going to double overtime again.
Oh man, talk about a game show host, Clay. I'll tell you what, just keep serving this stuff up. This could go on all night.
78-78. Can you believe it? Double overtime. We'll be back.
What a ball
We're going
game.
to do that. We're going to do that right now, Steve. Here we go.
Oh, that's a lot better.
Jeff Flagel has it. It's done now. We've done it.
Nothing like having your lungs in your throat, I'll tell you. Oh.
Forget changing that channel. Dexter Hall with it. He's cleared out. He had the lane. Sam McDonald, the man who had everybody gasping on that last shot just before the time expired in the first overtime. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Art Graham down to 10 seconds. Dexter Hall, the man that they've been going to all night. And there's a loose ball. Dexter Hall comes up with it again.
Nice pick on the baseline by Chip Kettlar to free Dexter Hall up for the shot. Didn't get it to go, but Mary Chris with the basketball again.
1 minute has expired now here in this overtime. 4 minutes remaining. 78 all, double overtime. Dexter Hall takes it in. Off balance, hits it.
Great step through by the sophomore. He's got 27. Tell you what, James Haskin has been playing some pretty ferocious defense, though. Came up with the big block on McDonald.
Ed Molitor with the lay-in. Or actually with the lean-in jumper, gets a foul.
The driving scoop shot. Race car action here at Lee Loman Arena. Oh, man.
Here it is again, Ed Molitor. All alone, no one to dish off to, had to take the shot. There apparently is the foul. 3 minutes, 41 seconds in this second overtime.
Second foul on Kettlar, the Moline native.
Molitor calmly sinks the first one.
Eddie's got 12. Molly shooting just about 72% from the line this season. Of course, ineligible for the first part of this season, has played in 17 games, averaging about 7 points a ball game for the Bees.
A chance now to tie it. Ed Molitor hits it. 80 apiece. 3 minutes, 40 seconds in this second overtime.
Sturms has 32, Hornacek has 18, Molitor has 13. The story for Mary Crest, Dexter Hall with 27, Nucky with 16, and Sam McDonald with 13.
Sam McDonald with it right now. Dexter Hall been saying his name quite a bit tonight. What a ball game for him. Almost, I guess you can't almost travel. Crowd thought he traveled. Sam McDonald with the jumper, good. 3 minutes, 8 seconds, 82 to 80. The Bees behind. Ed Molitor to take it up, gives it to Sturms. Sturms having some trouble, finds Ed Molitor from deep in three-point land, cans it!
Wow, what a shot by Ed Molitor. NBA, look out, baby.
83-82, 2 minutes, 46 seconds. Dexter Hall had a step on Mike Birds, the defensive wizard, blocked by Jim Hornacek from behind.
Superb defensive help by Jim Hornacek, coming the backside and return to sender, baby.
2.5 minutes in this overtime. Bob Sturms with it, a chance to give the Bees a 3-point lead. Hornacek, the hook. Nothing but net. The Bees have an 85-82 lead in the second overtime.
There's people hanging from the rafters here, Clay. This place is going absolutely bonkers.
Dexter Hall has it. Shot is up, blocked once again by Jim Hornacek. Fast break, Bob Sturms gonna go up! Yes! 2 minutes left, 87-82. The Ambrose crowd going absolutely nuts. Sam McDonald, a charge on Sam McDonald, Ed Molitor. Look at him.
Pump up the jam. Oh man, I'll tell you. Wow. What a slugfest, Clay Sander. What a slugfest this has been. Absolute gutter war. Oh man.
1 minute, 54 seconds. 87-82.
Oh, and by the way, Bob Sturms has his career high, 34 points. Got it with a big deuce on the layup, got knocked down. Bobby still kind of lurched over at half court. There you see Eddie Molitor with the reaction.
And here you see Eddie Molitor at the line. The free throw up. Good. He reminds me of Dave Malatesnik.
Yeah, Ed adds just a touch of emotion to this game.
88-82, a chance for more. Ed Molitor at the line, hits it. We have a minute 54. Mary Crest is going to have to hurry. They're down by 7. Shannon McDonald not going up too fast here. Flagel in the lane, puts it up. Shot is up, no good. Hornacek with the rebound. Bob Kennedy has it. He gets it, Ed Molitor. The Bees in control now in this double overtime.
Jim Hornacek just scrapping and fighting and kicking and screaming. He has taken over this game on the boards.
The Bees slowing it up. They don't want to put Molitor on the line. He set them all. A minute 22. Ed Molitor with it again. Ball is almost stolen away there, and a foul on Ed Molitor trying to go back after the ball that was swatted away by Dexter Hall, but a lot of time off the clock. We're down to a minute 14.
That'll be it for Eddie. I've got him for 5. He's pulling out the shirt already. He knows it's over tonight. But I'll tell you what, a big night for the junior. Big 18-point night. Had 8 points in the first half to really spark the Bees, and emotional. I'll tell you what, he's been the emotional leader tonight for the Bees.
Darrell Allen and Bob Kennedy both in the lineup now for the Bees. A minute 14 and double overtime. 89-82. Dexter Hall at the line for Mary Crest.
No, those aren't advancing troops. Those aren't anteaters. Those aren't, I don't know what the heck. My God, listen to that.
There are some fans who have collected up on the track area above the arena, and they have been told by the referee to clear that space out. And now Dexter Hall will have no distractions. Yeah, right. These are important free throws to try to pull them within 5. Calmly. Dexter Hall, one of the coolest customers I've seen on the line with all the noise going on around him, takes his time, goes through his motion, and hits it.
Listen to this, the thundering herd. Oh, man.
Here they come. And a foul on Shannon McDonald, undercutting Jim Hornacek. That's his 5th.
Wow. Dexter Hall hitting 1 of 2 free throws, Clay. 28 points on the night for the sophomore, averaging 16. He is really giving it his all tonight. Number 5 on Shannon McDonald. He checks out with 6 points. Had a big stretch run for them. Didn't score any points, but the little things, rebounding, defense, assists.
And going to report in, David Nucky will come back into the ballgame. I apologize for my voice quality right now. I came in with a sore throat.
It's only been a week since Viterbo, too.
But I rose above it, Steve.
I'll tell you what, it looked dark there for a little while, Clay.
Oh, yeah.
The Bees fell behind 82-80 with about 3 minutes to go in this OT. And then suddenly Jim Hornacek took control on the boards in the defensive end of this.
It looked really dark at regulation when Bob Kennedy's shot rolled. This one doesn't, however. I thought Shannon McDonald undercut Jim Hornacek. We were talking in the Aurora game how much Bob looks like Jim Hornacek. I guess I got caught. And he hits it 91-83. The Bees have it and with a minute 10. I have a feeling this crowd is going to storm the court after this one. Jeff Flagel inside. He's played a tough game, battling all the way. Hits this one.
Hornacek got one in the chops, too.
91-85. We're down to 54 seconds. Bob Sturms in control, has played both overtimes with 4 personal fouls.
I would expect a parade to the free throw line. The Eagles don't give up easy.
Sturms walks. And a last chance here. A couple three-pointers. You
6
never
points.
know. And
6
they have
points.
time.
You are correct, Clay Sander. I'll tell you what, and Dave Nucky in the ball game for the Eagles hit a couple threes early on. He's got 16 points. Definitely capable of bringing them back into this game here.
The Eagles don't want to take a lot of time to get a shot off. Art Graham to Sam McDonald. He'll take the three. Misses it. Bob Sturms with the rebound. We're down to 27 seconds. He's going to get fouled by Dexter Hall.
If there's two people that you would want at the line, one would be Jim Hornacek, the other obviously Bobby Sturms. The two big guns for the Bees, and Bobby Sturms will go to the line, averaging, shooting about 60 or 76% from the free throw line this season for the Bees. What a night for Bobby Sturms, 34 points. And you know what? It seems to me, Clay, we missed a trick.
What do you mean, oh great play?
You know what? I think Bobby needed 33 points to hit the 1,500 mark. He's done it.
All right.
34 points tonight.
Where were we? In an exciting ball game or something? 93-85. What a ball game by both ball clubs. Going into double overtime. We're now down to 18 seconds. The Bees are going to come away triumphant. The shot off, no good. Rebound, Dexter Hall. A nice game by him and a timeout. 87-93, 9 seconds remain here.
There is just absolutely no let-up in Ray Swatella or his Takeo Marycrest troops. I'll tell you what, Dexter Hall, what a night he has had. You can't say enough about the sophomore. 30 points. He has really carried them at times.
Well, you want to talk about a future. Marycrest.
Yeah, look at all the freshmen, look at all the sophomores. Bob Sturms taken down for 2 points, as they say in wrestling vernacular.
8 seconds remaining here in this ball game. The Bees are going to win their 5th in a row and their 26th in a row here on TV 11.
Toot our own horn, fine. 19 in a row at home for the Bees as well. What a streak they have had. And pulling the great escape here second time around.
Sturms misses this free throw, however. 8 seconds. This place ready to storm the court, it looks like.
I'm looking back at my play-by-play. Are you kidding me? The Bees were down 69-62 at one time. Down by 7 with 5 minutes to play.
Sam McDonald will take the three of Darrell Allen with the hand in the face. No good. Rebound off. This is Art Graham, and that's going to do it. A block by Mike Burns to exclamate the win. What a ball game, Steve Tappa. The Bees victorious in double overtime over crosstown rival Takeo Marycrest, 94-87. The crowd on the court right now. We'll be back to wrap it up after this.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, coming on the floor at our post-game two, your Honeybees.
The B-Bums. We're in attendance indeed, and St. Ambrose comes out 94-87 over Marycrest, but what a ball game by Marycrest. The Honeybees are post-game entertainment here tonight. The crowd stuck around for that. Steve Tappa, a few thoughts.
What a week we're having. Oh my Lord! I'll tell you what, the Bees pulling the Great Escape 2. We thought this was the round 2 of the Rumble in River City. Wrong. Great Escape 2. The Bees come away with a double overtime win, 94-87. Reminder: tomorrow, our season finale. The Queen Bees will take on Mount Mercy, those two District 15 foes, going to be teeing it up. Oh man, tune in for that one. It'll be a great ball game. And of course, a reminder, you might want to tune into a TV 11 Sports exclusive on Monday at 7:30. The Road to Nationals. Coaches Ray Shovlin and Rhonda Osborne will take a look with yours truly, and I'm so glad to be in that position. Get to take a look at the District 15 playoffs and find out whether the Bees and the Queen Bees can get back to the Nationals.
You're looking at the Honeybees. Well, I just can't get over this game. A double overtime. Credit indeed to TMU Marycrest coming in here, a young ball club. 94-87. I'm out of breath, Steve Tappa.
I'm overwhelmed. Absolutely overwhelmed. Bobby Sturm's career high 37. That's the key.
The final again. St. Ambrose in double overtime, victorious over crosstown rival Marycrest 94-87. For Steve Tappa, I'm Clay Sander. Thanks for joining us.